welcome to my channel. Today I've got a look for you to sort of like start the spring season. I have no idea if it's springtime already, like I don't know meteorologically how it works, like what exact date it is, but point is, I felt like doing a spring appropriate look with like flowers, green colors and just, I don't know, I just really like to have colors on my face, so this look just makes me happy. By the way, if you want to see more of my makeup and also more normal looks, you can always follow me on Instagram if you'd like. I'll put my name down below here somewhere. But yeah, without further ado, let's get started. Starting out with a bit of primer, just to prepare my skin for everything else I'm going to put on it. Okay, next up I'm going to do some foundation. I'm actually going to do my entire base first this time because I'm going to use an airbrush as well. So doing my eye look first and then accidentally going over that with the airbrush would be a bit pointless. But considering the fact that you've probably seen me apply foundation like a gazillion times before, I'm just going to skip over that, so I'll be right back. Next up is the airbrush. I'm actually going to do that, like I'm going to talk it first and then do it because of the sound of the airbrush. But the whole idea is to make this part green and this part yellow and let it just fade into my own skin. Basically, you know, if you don't have an airbrush, then you can also use normal face paint for this and just blend it well. Or you could use eyeshadow, very pigmented eyeshadow, but preferably in a large pan because it's just easier with brushes and all. So yeah, there are other ways. I gotta admit, this particular thing is one of those things that's easier to do on someone else rather than on yourself. For obvious reasons. I also tinted my eyelashes yellow, by the way. Anyway, for obvious reasons, it's sort of difficult to do it on yourself simply because you can't watch what you're doing. Because you don't want to, like, you know, look straight into the airbrush and paint your eyeballs. So yeah, it is possible. Just, you know, what I can tell you is just keep your eyes closed, obviously. Just go over it and try to feel where the paint hits. And also, you know, try to not frown, try to not stretch or strain your face because you will create wrinkles on yourself. Just try to keep your face relaxed, eyes closed, and then, you know, open your eyes and check every now and then how it's going. Just applying a bit of primer now. As you can tell, this is exactly why I said I wouldn't do the eyes first, because I would have gone over it. I'm just blending the eyeshadow primer into the yellow, because the yellow is allowed to stay there just fine. Okay, fun fact, you know those little baby hairs everyone has? Mine are now yellow against green. I really feel like I should like wax my face next time. Okay, I pulled you up nice and close, and yes, I got a new lens. This one has a bigger range, so now I can show you my eyes even better without having to switch the lens every 12 seconds. But I'm just starting off with like just a palette of bright eyeshadows. Doesn't really matter what you use. Eyeshadow would be preferable over chalk and stuff, but you know what I mean. I'm just gonna apply a pink shade, and I'm going to apply it right there, basically. I don't really have a clear idea in mind. This isn't going to be like focused on the eye look, obviously. But I do want the eyes to be bright as well. Then we're moving on to a deep blue shade. And then lastly purple on the outer corners. And just blending with a very pale green shade because it matches both with the yellow around the eye and sort of slightly with everything else that's going on. Below the eye I'm using green, just a middle shade of green, sort of like average green really. Not because I wanted to stand out, but just to pull everything nicely together. With the same shade of green I'm just putting down the nose contour as well. I'm not sure yet if I want to do something with my eyebrows or not, so I'm just going to comb the paint off them for now and just leave them as is. Then some mascara just to get my eyelashes back to black again. For eyelashes I'm actually going to use the cut-off corners of like just the excess part really of big fluffy lashes. Because I don't want full lashes here, but I do want something, so I'm just going to put those in the outer corners. Then just applying a nude shade onto my waterlines. For the next part, painting the flowers, I'm going to use Facepaint. If you don't have Facepaint, you can also try to use something like a cream eyeshadow base. Anything sort of creamy, liquidy and colored will probably do. However, I do think that paint is the easiest one. However, obviously, if you don't have that and just want to practice, just go with what you have. I'm trying to do a bit of a one stroke technique, which means putting a different color on each side of the brush. Like left side, right side I mean. Placing the brush down, and you may want to go over it a couple of times. Just, you know, paint the petal in one stroke. Okay, at this point it could look a little bit messy. What I'm going to do is just use a striper brush to create a bit of an outline. Okay, the first flower is finally on there. Of course you can make it as difficult or easy as you want. I'm going to keep the other flowers a bit more simple, but you know, you do you. And those ones as well are all going to get an outline. For those of you who've been paying a lot of attention to how flowers look like, the centers are still missing indeed. I'm going to do those with a cream color in a metallic shade. Also putting that in the inner corners. And then just really quickly blending it out a little with a pencil brush. I was on the fence about my lips for a moment, but I just randomly decided to go for pink. Just applying a bit of brow pencil to my eyebrows because, I don't know, I feel like they just didn't stand out enough on their own, and this is just natural, easy, quick, and yeah. So that's pretty much the final step of this tutorial. And that brings us to the final results. I really hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did enjoy it, please click the like button, it would really help me out. And if you want to see more, you can always subscribe to my channel. I do a lot of makeup tutorials mostly, also some nail arts, piercing videos, chatty videos of all sorts, and requests are always welcome as well. Yep. And yeah, that basically leaves us at the end of this video. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!